Thank you.
Your next speaker is Jerry Nichols. Mr. Nichols will be followed by Mary Spencer and Donna K. Bush.
Good morning, Mayor Rawlings and Mr. Gonzalez and members of the City Council. I am Jerry Nichols, and I'm here speaking on behalf of the Age Council of the Senior Source located at 3910 Harry Hines Boulevard. And we would like to make the following recommendations concerning the 2014 and 15 general revenue budget. We recommend that the budget include $200,000 for dental care. We realize that the budget already has $100,000, but this does not come close to helping all of the seniors who are living on very limited incomes. Many of them are faced with dental expenditures that are very high. For example, crowns and bridges and dentures. And as you probably know, Medicare and Medicaid do not pay for dental care. So a lot of our seniors, they just have all of their teeth pulled. And without teeth, you can imagine how difficult it may be to eat nutritionally, and so their health suffers. We also recommend that the budget include $80,000 for additional staffing for the City of Dallas Senior Services Program. They used to have 7 staff members, and now they've got 3, and they are swamped by seniors calling for emergency kinds of help, such as medical assistance and food and transportation and elder abuse and caregiver needs and financial fraud, credit counseling, things like house repair and utility assistance. I could go on and on. These staffers connect these senior callers to people who can help them. But because they are so understaffed, many times the callers are just put on hold. We also recommend increased senior programming for all of our recreation centers. We do appreciate the efforts that have already been made, but we do believe that more could be done. And let's just remember that when our seniors prosper, our community prospers. We also would recommend that $200,000 be added to the city budget for utility assistance. Several years ago, the state established a special fund for utility assistance called Light Up Texas. And by the end of this summer, 85% of that fund will have been spent, and by next summer, 2015, the remaining 15% will be gone, and Light Up Texas will no longer exist. If we will just add $200,000 to the budget, we can help seniors. We can protect them from the terrible heat in the summer and the freezing cold in the winter. Thank you for being committed to helping our seniors.
Thank you, Mr. Nichols, for being here. Mr. Carraway?
Yes, Mr. Nichols. Mr. Nichols. Come back, Mr. Nichols, just for a quick moment. Mayor, I'm going to be pretty quick.
I'm sorry, that was disrespectful to walk away.
Mr. Nichols, you're just fine. You're a senior. We're supposed to respect our seniors, all right? Let me just ask you, how long have you been in Dallas?
I have been in Dallas County ever since 1980.
Okay, and most seniors, as my parents were born in 1929. Okay,
you know, that's not far from me.
Okay, and they both graduated from Lincoln High School. Let me tell you where I'm going with this, and Mayor and to the council. Dallas is a great city, and for the seniors that have been here all their lives and those that are here now forever the length of time, everything that we have accomplished here in Dallas to make Dallas a great city, Mayor, the seniors, they voted for it. They voted for every bond project. They voted for every recreation center. They voted for everything that has made Dallas the great city that it is today. But now, when they become seniors and they're talking about health care and dental and things and transportation, as what you've said, I dare us not to turn our back on the seniors. Because each and every one of us sitting around this horseshoe right now, we're just a few years away from being in that senior bracket. Everyone sitting here, what Mr. Nichols has just spoke about, it's going to be in front of us. Our teeth are going to fall out. We want to eat steak just like everybody else would like to eat a steak. We have a responsibility to pay the seniors back for the growth that they've done and the commitment that they've had in contributing to the beautification and the livelihood of our city. So AC, and to the council that will be here, I'm only suggesting and asking that on the next budget that's coming up, to include this budget, but on the next budget, it becomes a priority that we deal with seniors, because they're absolutely correct. They paid the price to get us to where we are, and if they're just asking for $1 million extra, find it. We need to find it and make sure that we dedicate X number of dollars to seniors for all of the things that they've done. It's not fair for them to be builders of Dallas, and then we put them on the back burner, and they have to come down here to deal with this. I just want to say that to you. Thank you, and thank all the seniors. And we're going to fight to get you dental, and we're going to fight to get you transportation, and we're going to fight to get those vital things that you talked about. Okay?
Thank you very much,
Thank you, Mr.
Councilmember Caraway. If I were closer, I would hug you.
Well, that's right. I got your hug from here.
Thank you, Mr. Callahan.
Yeah, I just want to follow up on Councilman Caraway said. The ladies that came to my office the other day are old friends, and I think they laid it out straight about what the seniors' needs are. We need to understand that the county typically is responsible for health care related things. However, it does not include the dental aspect. And I don't want to pick on my friend Sheffy there, but you know, the elderly people like my parents, they didn't have fluoride back in the days. They just didn't have that. So a lot of them have a lot of dental and teeth related problems, and that really cuts in heavy in a fixed income. And even though my dad, he retired from Collins Radio, he had a good business and so forth, you know, the pension he's got, the Social Security, they still live on a, you know, moderately fixed income. So all that health care money, along with paying your Medigap payments and all the extra things, it gets quite costly and getting more expensive by the day. So I think $200,000 is a very small, meek part, especially with a gigantic budget that the city of Dallas has. Again, the seniors are the ones that, as Dwayne was saying, they're the ones that have paid the taxes and the bonds, and they've done all the political work in the past to get Dallas to where it is now. Now they're in a state of need, and I think we have an obligation and yet a responsibility to take care of them. So that's where my vote's going to be. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker.